Back at the Thunderbolt course at New Jersey Motorsports Park, the Loud Energy Drink 150, coverage of the ARCA Remax Series. I'm Rick Benjamin, Scott Sutherland alongside. Good action here. Frank Kimmel in the 44, the Ford Drive 1 machine, and Michael Phelps there in the Bowen Family Homes 45, battling for position. Kimmel starting to move back up through the field.
Well, Kimmel's got all the experience. Michael Phelps, well, he had a great run back at Kentucky Speedway, starting outside pole, but this is a whole new world for him.
Young driver, I know you know some of his background. You've worked with him a bit over the years. I'm impressed. Again, another young guy, probably his first trip to a road course. He's keeping it on the black stuff.
And more importantly, keeping the gearbox in it and the brakes under these cars. And those are two issues you have to maintain all day long.
You can see the right front corner of Kimmel's Ford, a little damage there. He's leaned on somebody, trying to make his way back through the field. Frank telling us at the top of the broadcast, he's done this a few times over the years.
And we never said he was the nicest guy coming back through the field, but he said he would get there.
Kimmel on the charge. Gabby DiCarlo in front of Kimmel right now in the Great Clips car. That's a Toyota. Gabby, one of the females in competition here this weekend. Allie Owens from Daytona Beach also in the field here today on the Loud Energy Drink 150. Here comes Phelps right back on the back bumper of Kimmel's car. I'm impressed with what Phelps is doing.
It's so easy to overdrive. You're going to try to gain space as you're going into the corner, outbrake him, but then it kills your corner where your exit speed. That's where Frank Kimmel really put a move on.
Kimmel takes a look to the inside of Gabby DiCarlo. Couldn't quite get by that time. Let's check some other action out. Chase Mattioli in that group of cars as well. He is the son of Joe Mattioli III, the grandson of the owners of Pocono Raceway here in Pennsylvania, not too far from here. Meantime, up front, Andy Lally lapping some slower cars. That's Donnie Kelly in the 23 going a lap down. Lally setting sail now. If you can put some lap cars between yourself and the rest of the field, that's a huge advantage on a road course. Especially
if the next guy back is Scott Speed. If you can get a separation, that's a little bit of a safe haven. You take advantage of that.
Andy Lally with nothing but clean racetrack in front of him right now. That's a great view to have out of the windshield of one of these ARCA Remax Series cars. And Scott, with the weather perhaps an issue today as we take a look at the 77, Kligerman running third. There's the 23 at Kelly, who's now a lap car. Malsom in the 4 car runs fourth. You've got to be thinking, I got to take care of the brakes, I got to take care of the gearbox in this thing.
Well, you've got to take care of your whole race car, but watch this. Up over the hill, we may even be off-road racing at this point.
And you can see the travel they build into the front ends of these cars with the elevation changes, right? Oh, trouble. Gabby DiCarlo off course in the Great Clips Toyota, the 90 car. She'll be able to gas it and get it back on the speedway. She's from Phoenix, Arizona, one of the 2 women in competition here today. Now she's got to clean the tires off on that thing.
And that's going to take a little bit. We're going to see a replay as she slides off the racetrack. Maybe just a little bit of help from Michael Phelps.
Michael Phelps gets into the back end of the 90 and turns Gabby DiCarlo. Frank Kimmel had gotten by this battle. She did a nice job to keep it from going way off in the weeds there.
And she got a gear, got the thing back, going back onto the pavement, clean those tires off, she'll be back up to speed.
Speaking of speed, Scott Speed in car number 2, working by some slower traffic as well, trying to see if he can get close to Andy Lally. Now, if you're Speed, you know you've got 1, maybe 2 pit stops to adjust that race car. You're also thinking the big picture, the season championship, just a couple of races to go in the 2008 ARCA Remax Series season. Are you going to try to change the car on pit road?
I don't think he can afford to. I think you can't give up the track position. But what happened there was he caught a lap car at exactly the wrong moment, and that let the 77 close that gap. Now he's not worried about what's in front of him, but what's behind him.
20 laps go on the board today here at New Jersey Motorsports Park. Running order top of your screen. Tony Ave in 5th in that 66. Now, that is a one-off deal as well. Ave, a veteran road racer, very capable guy, certainly capable of winning here. Not sure the car is up to the test. We'll see. Tony hasn't been able to get any closer to the front. And we see a few raindrops on one of our camera lenses. Weather could be an issue today. We knew there were some weather systems in the area. We've had rain here this weekend. There's mud off the surface, as you can tell here at this brand new racetrack. Parker Kligerman, the youngster from Westport, Connecticut, doing a great job. I'm very impressed with him. His first ARCA Remax Series start. He's only 8 or 9 car lengths behind Scott Speed, drafting up behind him here on the front straightaway.
And he's a young driver, so don't tell him he can't do that because he's proving you wrong. Malsom right behind him with a very, very good run as well.
Scott Speed second in the 2 car, trying to win the ARCA Remax Series title before moving on to the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series next year. I'd say he's jumping into the deep end of the pool, except for one thing. He's raced a couple of years in Formula One. There is no deeper pool in racing than Formula One.
And he's used to the type of pressure that comes along with it. I think that's a key element. The other thing that goes on in these short track The guys that they're not used to.
The 60 car, Patrick Sheltra from Indiantown, Florida, another young driver. He spins that 60. Now, he's an ARCA Remax Series regular, no longer a rookie. He's got that thing stuck in the mud, it looks like. Little mud bogging here today.
Stands on the gas. We've got it all here today.
John West Townley nearly drilled the 60 car. Man, that was a close call here at New Jersey. Shelter back on the racetrack.
Well, let's take a look at how Shelter got off-road. He's going down in the corner, heavy braking. Oh, the back end's coming around.
The 29 just misses Shelter. That's at the entrance to turn 1. He was moving up on Lee Arnold, so that was a battle up in the top 15. We stay green around the rest of the racetrack. Andy Lally continuing to lead. Scott Speed in the 2 car. Kligerman in the 70. Oh, and another couple of cars off. John West Townley and the Zaxby's Chicken 09 and the 10 car of Chase Mattioli get together. They don't hit the tire barriers, but that will bring out a yellow.